Hi. Well, it is officially July and I'm out here at the garden. Wanted to give you a second garden tour of the season. Show you all the difference, just 1 month of pretty much Mother Nature. I've not really had to water um, other than a couple things here and there. Mother Nature has just taken its course and the garden is doing great. Before I take you down that trail, I want to just give you a couple of updates on the garlic harvest. Um, that is all hanging and drying, and I've used some of the regular garlic as well as the elephant garlic. I made a fabulous dinner last night with pork chops and sauteed elephant garlic, and it was definitely delicious. So I will for sure grow elephant garlic in the future. I think I'm going to take those little seeds that I got off of there and replant those. I did learn that those actually take 2 years. So if I put them back in the dirt this year, I won't get elephant garlic next year, but the year after I should have it. So I think I've not done a ton of research, but so far that's what I've learned. So I'm going to do that because we definitely do like the elephant garlic. The rest of the garlic is all strung up and hanging and cured pretty well. I think it is ready to be stored for the rest of the season until I'm ready to use it. So that got all harvested. I did harvest a few of the onions that were on the side where I put the cattle panels in, so I'll show you that when we get going around the garden. And I am ready to do a big harvest on the beets, some dill, and a few other things, so I'm going to get that taken care of this week. But let me go ahead and show you what we got going on here in the garden. I did that again. Okay, so here is what we got going on. I tend to overdo it and never learn my lesson on spacing and overcrowding, but I'm going to do my best with what transpires over the next few weeks, and I've had to move a few things, but I'll show you as we go around. So over here I've got the sweet potatoes. They're doing fine. This here I have to believe is a summer squash. There were a couple items that I went down to the local nursery and purchased some starts. Everything else I start from seed. But these and some pumpkin plants and some cantaloupe I bought this year. So these are just huge and redonkulous. So I had to transplant my teddy bear sunflowers that were over back here in the corner. I do still have the St. John's wort hiding out back there, so I don't know if I should move it or not. There's a weed in there too I need to get out. But this will come back if it grows well, so I do want to save that if I can. I moved the sunflowers and they looked like they were about to die, but they've bounced back. I don't know if they'll grow to their full potential having uprooted them like that, but for now they're surviving. This was all where that garlic was that we pulled up, so I still have a space here I can put something in. This is that tomato plant that reseeded from last year. I just saw yesterday my first little green tomato, so I was excited to start seeing those. I gotta believe this is one of my cherry tomatoes, but I am not 100% positive yet. The cucumber plant that was back here, that's vining up. I don't have any cucumbers on it yet, but it survived. I did not think it was going to. My cucumbers look terrible. Peppers down here, and then the onions. The trellis got up. Here over on this side, I'm probably going to plant, this was where I harvested some onions here along the edge, and I'm going to probably put pole beans in there. The jalapeno pepper plants along here, and then the hot dill peppers. I also put my green stalks in. I have one on each side, and I haven't planted anything in them yet, but I believe I've decided to go with strawberries. I know I'm a little late in the season to get them in, but there's a couple local nurseries here that still have plants. I think there's an ever-bearing strawberry I could put in and maybe still get something out of, but I'll put those in the shed over winter and bring them out in the spring, and hopefully I'll have strawberries ready to roll. This, I believe, is a cantaloupe plant. This was one that I bought at the nursery, and it's vining up. If I actually get cantaloupes up there, I'm probably going to have to support them and come up with something for that. So it's growing out of control. My tomatillo plants, just noticing this one's looking a little yellow. We have had, like I said, rain pretty much every day. I've not had to go through and water with the hose, not one single time yet. So I'm thankful for that, but you know, July and August are pretty hot, so we'll see what transpires during those months. Here I have more cucumbers that is starting to trellis up, and we'll go up there, and then I'll probably put some beans over on that side. So back here I've got all the viney, the butternut squash, the spaghetti squash, another plant back there I gotta believe is some kind of summer squash, zucchini maybe or something. A pumpkin plant there, another big huge zucchini I think or something, I don't know. It says summer squash, but doesn't tell me exactly what kind of summer squash. So since we got a female there, I should be able to tell hopefully pretty soon. This here, this was another thing that I bought at the local nursery for starts, Brussels sprouts, and they were all marked Brussels sprouts, but you were right, these are mustard greens. So I've never really eaten those. I probably need to harvest them if I'm going to do something with them. But my Brussels sprouts, they were getting eaten up by worms. So I got some BT spray, and it's a natural, everything in my garden is organic. I don't use any chemicals at all. So I got the BT and sprayed it on at one time, and they've been fine. Here's the beautiful flowers, Mom, that you got me. The one on the right continually looks droopy. I don't know why. The one on the left is doing great. So it's got to be something with the roots not taken in or not. I don't know. Maybe when I transplanted them over here, I can't quite figure this one out. So if you got any thoughts, let me know. I'm not giving up on her yet, but I'm going to maybe give her a little more water and see if that's what it is. But it definitely is not as perky as the one on the left. Here I've got this one is a long pumpkin, I believe. I started from seed. Yep, long pumpkin. So that will vine over here and cover up that horrible looking thing over there. I did get the water all taken care of. So my hose is here, my pump is there, my water's filled. If I do need to water, all I gotta do is plug in the pump and away I go. That will be a game changer this year for me, opposed to hauling it and all that nonstop. Just a little view from the back. I do enjoy just coming and walking around out here. Sage, mint, I'm going to get all that harvested and drying. My cabbage plants, those had gotten eaten up by worms as well, but at the same time I did the Brussels sprouts, I did these. And what's up? You boys playing? I just sprayed them the one time and they're good. So oregano, I'm going to harvest that. I've got a cucumber plant. Them two are... Oh, you fighting over the female? What's up, boys? My cucumber plants made it okay. That cucumber plant too. Like I said, I still don't have cucumbers yet, but calendula, that was reseeded from last year that I started from seed last year, and it's really pretty. I enjoy it. I will deadhead it when the flowers die. Sometimes I pull them off early and dry them. But it just reblooms continually all summer, and it's just a great flower to have out here in the garden. These are sweetie tomatoes, and the onions are along the edge. They're bulking up pretty well. My potatoes starting to yellow and brown. Those I don't think are going to be ready to harvest until early fall, along with my sweet potatoes. These here are the pepperoncini peppers. This plant is looking not good at all. I may just pull it up, but the other ones look fine. A rogue tomato plant that came up down here, I decided to leave. And then all my tomatoes, I did not get to prune. I didn't get to prune as soon as I needed to, and as much as I needed to. Excuse me, but I'm a little concerned that I have too much foliage, and I'm going to try to get out here this weekend and see what I can get off, if at anything at this point. But these here are my Romas, so those are determinate, which means they're all going to fruit at the same time, so I'm not going to prune those at all. I will just let them go. But the rest of these are all indeterminate, and they'll just keep growing, so I'm going to have to get out here and prune on those. My cucumbers here vining up. Like I said, I have not spotted a full cucumber yet, but I'm excited to have them going up the trellis. Here in the middle, I've got the dill. I'm going to harvest that. My zinnias, these flowers, let me show you. Well, let me go around to the other side. I've got, this is cantaloupe in here too. This hot pink zinnia here is just, to me, is beautiful. So those I planted from seed as well this year, and just a very pretty flower. Next year I think I might focus on trying to do some fresh cut flowers that I can come out every week or two and have a vase of fresh cut flowers, and so I might see what else I can grow in that line. My peas, I got a stick into trellis them, but I never got the string ran, so my peas are in here. I've been coming out and harvesting and eating them as I walk around my garden. It looks like I've got quite a few in here that I need to come harvest, but I definitely will regrow peas. This was my first time, but I will certainly trellis them, even though these said you didn't need to. I definitely will get something up that they can be trellised, and it is a nice vegetable to come out and just pick a handful. Listen. Here I've got a blank spot. I stood in there the other day because I want to hang this up there, but I can't reach up there even standing on the bed. These are beets. I'm going to get these harvested, and I am going to pickle these. I have more beets started here that are getting overshaded partially, so it's time for me to get the big ones out, let those grow. I may put some carrots in here, but we will decide here soon. But there is the garden. So it is July, so we are 1 month into it. I was a little bit later getting the garden in than normal, which is fine. I'm I do really need to remember not to plant so much stuff so close together. But again, I like the flowers. I'm going to look into doing more variety of those and get my strawberries in the green stalks, so those can come back next year. And I need to get something else put in over where my garlic was next to those sunflowers I moved. So I'll be doing that over the next week or two and be hopefully harvesting all those herbs that I need to, the dill, the oregano, the mint. So thank you for coming along with me on my journey today and checking out my garden after we are again 1 month into it. So until next time, enjoy your journey and thank you for sharing mine.